Welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is January 5th, 2020. It is Sunday. Here in Kentucky it is in the 30s and it's a little bit sunny, but you'll see the sun going in and out because it is going behind clouds, so I apologize if the lighting changes. Welcome to 2020, everyone. Wanted to get on here today to do a couple of things. I want to do a finish parade of all the finishes that I have for 2019, do a WIP parade of everything I'm taking into 2020 and my plans for 2020. Thank you all for coming and watching today. I got quite a few new viewers, new subscribers, over 300 new subscribers in the last 30 days. Thank you so much for stopping and watching and liking and subscribing and hitting the bell. I greatly appreciate that. For all the people that have been with me all the time, thank you so much for coming back again, spending some time with me, taking time out of your busy schedule. This is about cross stitch. If you've run across this channel and you don't know what we're talking about, that's what we're talking about. So let's get started with my finishes for 2019. Now I tried to do these in order and I'm trying to do it without my glasses. We'll see how far I get. So first up is in January of 2019, I did hands-on designs, a year of celebrations. This one is February. It is done on a 28 count. See, I'm not going to be able to do this without my glasses, so I apologize for the glare because I can't do it without them. This is done on a 32 count pink linen. It didn't have a brand or anything name on it. I'm trying to tilt down so you guys don't have to look at the glare. And I backed it in velvet because it is Valentine's, so velvet. So that was my first finish of 2019. My second one was Annie B's God Save the Queen. There she is there. Love this piece. It's framed in just a small black frame. It is done on 36 count legacy linen. And it was finished in February. My next one is Hands-On Designs March from a Year of Celebrations. It's done on a 32 count natural. And that's there. And then on the back. And I did change some colors on this, but I cannot tell you what I did because I did not keep track of what colors I used on it, but I think I changed a couple of the colors on there. The next one I finished was called Luck of the Irish. It was out of a magazine, and I'll tell you, I cannot find where it is. I saw it last week. Can't put my hands on it right now, so I'm just going to show you a picture of what it looked like. There it is there. And I had it finished into a little pillow, and now I don't know where it's at. It was completed on 28 count white linen. So I have two designs that I cannot locate. That's one. And then I have a patriotic design that I cannot find. I've searched everywhere. My craft room is a total disaster. So I gave up looking. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to spend some other day looking for those. So that's Luck of the Irish. Finished that in March. In March, I did Hands-On Designs again, Year of Celebrations in April. This is stitched on 32 count snow drifts, hand dyed by Stephanie. And you can see I put little beads for the raindrops. You can see them there. Thought that was cute. I did change colors on this. Don't know what colors I used, but I did change colors. And then on the back, I love that fabric. It's that petite fabric, and it's got little dragonflies. So that was my March finishes. April, while we were in the RV, I completed, this is Designs by Lisa's. It's called Life's Good, Live the Journey. This I had put, sorry, I'm probably blocking my voice. This I had put on up above my refrigerator in the RV. It had a panel up there, and that's what it was in. So of course I took it out when we left, we got out of the RV. And I did change all the colors in this. This is done on a 28 count mushroom Lugana. and I do not know what colors I used. It has beads in it for the center of the flowers. You can see them there. And I'm almost positive the colors that I used are Gentle Arts. But this is one of my favorites. I'm going to go over to Hobby Lobby and get a board to put this on and put it over my front door. So that was April's. And then I also finished in April Spring ABCs by Little House Needleworks. I haven't got the board cut out, but I haven't matted it yet or laced it. My mind. But there it is. It is done on, where are we? A 32 count linen that I hand dyed. It's got greens and yellows. And you can see it's so cute. I did change a few colors on this. And as I go down, you will see the two bunnies there, right there. And I made one chocolate and one white. So that was my finish for April. I had finished those two. For May, and I'm going to take the sweater off because it's getting hot in here. For May, I completed Prairie Schoolers Home Sweet Home. It was on an 18 count pillow panel. It is stitched, I think 6 threads, maybe over 2. But this also was a design out of a magazine. And I can't tell you right off the top of my head which one it was because I passed it on. But I had this panel sitting in my stash. And when I saw and it's an old magazine, when I saw the picture and it had this panel, I was like, oh, I can do that. I have that panel. So that was done in May. And one of these days I will get that one finished into a pillow. I'm working on it. It's one of those things that's in that pile to get FFO'd. Also finished my Prairie Schooler 2017 Santa. And of course I finished those into ornaments. If you watched my previous video, you saw I showed how I finished the ornaments. I did a little tutorial on how I did them. And this is done on a 36 count flax linen. I did change out his collar. His collar was supposed to be green and red. I made it gold. I wanted it to stand out a little more, so I did change that. But otherwise it's in the called for colors. This is matted on homespun, which totally, the color doesn't show great in this picture, but it totally matches the color of his outfit. So really great. So those are my finishes for May. For June, I completed, there's the other pattern I was looking for. It was wrapped in my other one. Yay. I finished Charlie Harper's Bird Bath. This is one of my favorites. I really want to go and get this framed at some point. But there he is. I changed his eyes. His eyes bulged out of the side of him, and I didn't like the way they had him done, so I put 2 beads in blue for his eyes. And really love Charlie Harper designs. They are so adorable. I have a couple more. I've got to get them done at some point, but this is one of my all-time favorites. So that's Charlie Harper's Bird Bath. And then let's see, the next one is that I finished was my Lighthouse Stocking, which I showed a fully finish on this not too long ago. And it is just so beautiful. This is just, I love Stony Creek. I know I've said that a million times, but I really do love Stony Creek. Their designs are just awesome. It is just beautiful, beautiful cardinals, the lighthouse. Just fantastic. There's the back. I put Christmas trees on the back to match the trees on the front. And it's lined with just a gray mottled fabric. So just beautiful. Loved how it came out. Loved the finish. I will get around to doing the tutorial on the stocking finish in the next month or two. I will show you how I did mine. So got that finished for June. The next one is the one I thought I lost, which is Let Freedom Ring by sub rosa. This is done on a 36 count linen, and I hand dyed this myself. And I love this. I got this off of Sub Rosa's Etsy store. You can go over to her Etsy store. She's got 3 patterns that kind of coordinate. This is one of them. So beautiful design. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I will figure that out. And then the last one that I did in June is a Blackbird Designs. Hats off to Uncle Sam. There's the hat. Is that crooked a little? I don't know if that's crooked a little. It's me. Yeah, it's probably crooked a little. Anyway, there's the hat. This comes off, and then it opens up to that design. It's made into a drum. There it is there. And I did change the colors and made it more bright. Blackbird designs are usually very prim. I didn't want this prim, so I ended up changing it to bright colors in red, white, and blue. And then on the bottom, I did my name and the year that I stitched it. And it just sits in this hat. Such an adorable design. Loved doing it. And it was lots of fun. And there it sits on my desk. So that is for my last one in June. So July, I did several in July. Where is my stuff here? So I got to rearrange here. Put that there. Okay, so in July I did the Cricut collections. I was doing their 12 Days of Christmas ornaments. So I did 9 drummers drumming with the woodpecker. That is so adorable. I did change out the colors of the red. I ended up, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, it's sparkly. There you go, you can see a little bit of it. So he's sparkly on his little crown and down here, and then the drum I changed out to Petite Treasure Braid, and I believe this is Petite Treasure Braid up here as well. He is stitched on a 28 count Water Lily Lugana. And then he's finished on the back, the plaid, the red trim and a bow. They come out so cute. I love these. I think I have maybe 5 done right now, maybe 5. So I'll be working on more of these for this year, for 2020, because I want to get them all done. They're all just so adorable. And if I do some more, I will definitely do a tutorial on how I finish them. When I go to finish them. So that I have there. The next one in July was Little House Needleworks Land of the Free. That's this design here. There's a set of 3 of these. They came as a free pattern with thread packs. So you buy the thread pack, you get the pattern for free. This one is stitched on 32 count Arctic linen. In fact, that's the same linen that I stitched the Blackbird Designs hats off to Uncle Sam. Sorry, my eye is itching. So it's the same fabric. But I also going to do the other 2 designs in the same fabric. And I did change the colors out on this as well. I did not use the colors they wanted. I used more bright and vibrant reds and blues. Hold on, I have to go yell at a kitty. Leave that alone. That is not yours to play. Get. She is playing with stuff she shouldn't be playing with. Paisley, come here. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Come here. Paisley. She don't want to come say hello right now. She wants to be bad and play with things on my stitching. Okay, so I got that finished in July, and my last finish in July was Brooks Books Merry Mouse. There she is there. So cute. I did change some of the things on here as well. You can see her little feet are smaller than in the pattern, and I made them red to match her outfit. I thought that'd look cuter with it matching the outfit. And it's got a little ornament. It's got a little dangly for the ear on it, and then the back is red fabric. You can see it's got a slit down it. I still have to put the little patch or something, whatever I'm going to cover that back there. Probably some kind of Christmas shape or something back there. I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet. Maybe my name, but I'll do something with it. But there she is. She is so pretty. These are so adorable. These are Brooks Books Advent Animals. If you haven't got them yet, go over to her website. She has all 25 animals for free. Download them. They are so stinking adorable, all of them. And I don't know if I'll do them all, but they are just adorable, and I want to do them all. Whether I will or not, I don't know. Okay, so that's my finishes for July. For August, I did this design. Let me get this stuff from falling, which is the Cricut Collections Autumn. And I absolutely loved how this came out. It is so pretty. It is done on a 32 count Claire, hand dyed by Stephanie. And I think I only changed out one thing on this, and what I changed out was the leaves. I ended up changing the leaves to Gentle Arts Autumn Leaves, I think it is. I think that's the only thing I changed out. Everything else was the call for colors. When I had gotten this fabric, I had no idea what I was going to use it on. I'm like, I'll never use that fabric. And then this came along, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. So just beautiful. Love it. Got a hanger at the top so I can hang it up. And that is an August finish. I also finished in August another of the Cricut Collections 12 Days, which is the 7 Swans Swimming. Sorry, lost my light. And you can see there's kind of a pattern here because I'm loving Cricut Collection. I see how many I did this year. But this one came out so cute. And again, I used Petite Treasure braid. There's sparkle in her outfit right here and across her neck. I don't know if you guys can, I'm trying to see if I can get it to sparkle. There you go. You can see a little bit of it there. And then she's got her crown that sparkles. And I've got Rick around the side, and then a blue to match more blue, and because she has blues and purples on. And just beautiful. I'm hoping to get at least 3 more of these done this year. So they are just so cute. They were so cute on my tree. So that is all for August. And then September, I only had one finish, but it was a biggie. And that was Cardinal Points, Long Dog Samplers, stitched on 32 count white linen. And I did it 1/2. I wished I had done it 2/2 because I think it would have been better that way, but I still love it. It's just beautiful. And because we were traveling in the RV at the time that I finished this, you can see I put on it Underwood, Minnesota. I think I did. Yes, Underwood, Minnesota. Yeah, I did. Sorry, I had to make sure that's what I did. So, because we were in Minnesota when I finished this. So that was a huge piece. I don't know what's still in my face. I probably have a hair caught in my glasses. Okay, so anyway, beautiful piece. Love doing it. Already donated the pattern to a stitcher so they can stitch it. And absolutely love it. Fold it back up. That was it for September. For October, I did another Prairie Schooler, which was 1990. And again, he's finished the same way. I did change out on this one the raccoon. I didn't like him brown, so I made him gray. And I think that's the only thing I changed. I think that was it. I might have did something with his mouth that's different. I don't think his mouth looked like that in the other one. But there it is, finished with the same fabrics, same loops and everything. So, left Prairie Schooler. And then I did Imaginating, let me move this, was my Love Story Wedding, which was the piece for my husband and I for our anniversary. There it is. This is on a 28 count even weave that I hand dyed myself. And love the way it came out. I did change the colors. The colors match our wedding, which is purples, grays, and creams. And I think it's just beautiful. And it hangs in my bedroom because I couldn't wait to get that finished. So I found this fabulous frame at a thrift store. I think I paid $1 for it. So absolutely beautiful. So that was October, and then I have one more finish in October, which was Hand-On Designs, Blissfully Unaware. This was fairly quick to stitch up. It wasn't that bad. This is on a 32 count linen that I hand dyed myself. And I ended up doing the finishing. This is what's on the back. Bats, of course. It's got some trim around the sides that matches the front. And love it. Such a cute piece. Hands-On Design always has such adorable pieces, so really love that. That was my last finish for October. For November, I only had one finish, and that is this one. And it's called Peace and Plenty. And I did change all the colors out on this. This was a design out of a cross-stitch magazine, and it was an old, I'm not sure if it was a just cross stitch or if it was another one, I don't know. The designer is Celtic Cross Stitch and Crafts. I already gave the pattern away, so I don't know what magazine it came out of. And it was all stitched with, I think it's Marlet threads, and I had changed it to overdyes. So, love how that came out. I want to get that framed before next fall. And then December, I finished Stony Creek's Christmas Sentiments. Sorry, it's a little wrinkled and stuff. I haven't ironed it, but there it is. This was a sal with Christine for Stitch All the Things. She had a sal going. Several people were stitching this. It is from a Stony Creek leaflet called Christmas Sentiments. It has tons of little beads and charms, and the snowflakes are done with pearl cottons. So it didn't take me that long. I think I started it November 3rd and I finished it right after Christmas, I think. So really love this design. Looking forward to getting that up for next Christmas. And my last finish of 2019 is Blackbird Designs Home of the Brave. This is stitched on 40 count vintage country mocha, 1/2. I did change this totally. This pattern came out as a monochromatic pattern in red, and I wanted my flag to be red, white, and blue, so I ended up changing everything to some bright and cheery and colorful, and I love it. I love it. Can't wait to get this framed. I think I have a frame that this will fit in. I've got to go dig it out and get it on the wall. So, but just gorgeous. So that's all my finishes for 2019. 25 finishes for 2019. I'm trying to think of how many I had, if I have it written down, how many I had last year. I think I only had 18. I want to say it was 18 last year. So 25, that's really good. Really proud of that. Glad to be able to show you guys all my finishes for 2019. I am going to pause you guys for a second, and I will be right back. Okay, so I did do a WIP parade. I did that several days ago, so you will see a couple of WIPs in there that I did finish, the Christmas Sentiments, and also the Blackbird Designs. The last two that I showed, you will see them in there as WIPs because I didn't know if I was going to get those done or not before the end of the year, but I ended up doing that. But I am going to insert my WIP parade here. Okay, so we're going to do a end of year WIP parade. So you can see everything that I have for WIPs for leaving 2019 and heading into 2020. I think I have, I brought my thing here. I think I have about 20, so it's more than I thought it was. So not a good thing. I don't like to have that many things going at once, and it's terrible because you want to start everything. You just want to jump in and you see something like, oh, I have that, I want to start that. Oh, I want to start that. I want to start that. So that's basically where I've been at, but I have been definitely starting more things than I planned on starting. So I think last year at this time I might have had 10 or 11 WIPs. So leaving 2019 with several more WIPs, and I did count my finishes for 2019. I am at 20 also. I'm hoping to hit 21 before the first of the year, and I'll show you that WIP and tell you my plans to get that finished in the next couple days. So let's begin. So you're going to hear some zipping, crinkling, and all sorts of goody stuff because I'm pulling stuff out of the bags. It's not going to be ironed, and just want to show you where I'm at with them, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to, and I do have a new WIP in here too because I started something on Christmas Day. So this is where we're going to be. So my first one is Blackbird Designs Home of the Brave. This is a loaner chart through the Blackbird Designs Facebook group. We are passing this around, so I'm trying to get this done so that I can pass it on to the next person. And I should have thought about bringing a board, so I'm going to put you guys on hold for a minute because I forgot to bring something to hold behind it. Okay, so let's try this again. Blackbird Designs Home of the Brave. I did choose all of my own colors for this particular piece. If you look at the picture, it is a single color. I'm doing mine in multiple colors because I wanted my flag in red, white, and blue. So this is where I'm at with it. You can see I did gold for the lettering, and up top there you can see the start of the flag with all the white, and I'm adding in the red and then the blue. So I just need to stay concentrated on this for several days, and then I can get it done and sent on to the next person. So that is one. I'm going to put it all back in the bag now because it all got pulled out. And this is I'll show the, oops, oh, God, help me. Okay, sorry. My pen fell. I'll show you the bags that I don't have this one in a patriotic bag, but it's a little bag that I made. It's got some buttons on the front. So that's one. I'm just going to throw them on the floor. My second one is the one I'm trying to get done by the end of the year. And I'm going to sit here for a second and pull this out of the Q-Snap. This is the design that Christine from Stitch All the Things was started to sell for. And oops, got all tangled there. Sorry, Q-Snap. And it is Stony Creek's Christmas Sentiments. If I can get the hold of it, there we go. Love this design, so pretty, so pretty. So let's see if I can, okay. This is not as easy as it looks because I don't have much room in front of this camera to adjust things. And everything is wrinkled, 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 including this. I'm trying to stretch it out a little so you guys can see it. And this is where I'm at with it. Look how beautiful it is. So you can see on the other side over there, I have just the snowflakes to finish. I have the little ribbon string to put through the birds. And I have some red to put down here. And then I can start the beading. So it's my plan to stay focused on this piece and try to get it finished by the end of the year. So I'll have 21 finishes for the year. But just gorgeous. Love this so much. One of my favorite. I just love Stony Creek. I keep saying that, but I do. I love Stony Creek. So that is number 2. Give me just a second to put my Q-Snap sort of together so I don't lose all the little pieces while I shove it in the bag. It's just crazy how many things that you want to start all the time because you get this desire to have something new and exciting to work on. And get everything back in. Okay, so that's number 2. Hopefully the rest of them won't take as long as this one. This one's the only one that was sitting in the Q snap because I was working on it. So that's number 2. Oh, and I didn't show. This is the bag. Again, not a Christmas bag, just one of my favorite bags with the flap. Got the Velcro, and this one I made a little matching bag for to hold the flosses, so really cute. My next one is my brand new start for Christmas. It is Blackbird Designs out of this book, and it is Christmas Garden. Let me see if I can pull the picture up to show you guys. There it is there. Love this piece. Again, doing my own floss conversion on this. I'm working it on 36 count doubloon. I am doing 2 over 2. And this is where I'm at right now. Worked on this for Christmas, and then I think that was it, just Christmas Day. So that's where I'm at. I got the border across the top. I started doing the little motifs. And most of the flosses that I'm using are Victoria Motto flosses for this because I wanted it to be brighter because it is a Christmas design. So that's number 3. And this one I just have in one of those bags I got off of Amazon. The next one is Prairie Schooler. You guys have seen this before. It is Evergreen. I'm doing this one. I'm doing 2 rows of 4, 8 of the designs and into a pillow. So, and this is where I'm at. I did get a chance to work on this a little bit more since the last time I showed it. I'm still fighting a cold, so you'll have to excuse my sniffles. Here we go. And I'm almost done with the 4 across the top. So cute. I love that Santa. I wasn't thrilled with that Santa at first. His face was kind of weird to me, but once you get all the colors on there and you hold it back a little ways and look at it, it really is a beautiful Santa. So I'm excited about that. Don't know when the next time will be that I will work on this because I've got so much more going on that I'm stitching and stuff. This one's in a vinyl front bag that I made myself. It is a Christmas with the little Santas and the snowman. Just so cute. Love that. So that's number 4. Number 5 is My Cat in a Snowman Suit by Hillside Samplings. Haven't really worked any more on this since the last time. Uh-oh, I left some floss out. I don't know what that belongs to. Hold on, we'll put you on hold for a minute because if I lose which one this is in, it's not going to be good. Okay, sorry, I had to put that back. Okay, so back to what we're doing. Number 5. Cat in a snowman's suit. Snowman's clothing. Snowman's clothing. Such a cute, look at cardinals, alphabets, snow cat. And it is, where are you at in here? I just had I've got needles everywhere. I just had the cat done. So that's as far as I've gotten with that. Not overly concerned with this because I can't do anything with it till next Christmas. So it'll probably sit for a while before I pull it back out again. So that is number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 5. Am I right? Is that 5? I can't remember. I've already lost count. We just started and I've already lost count. And I'm not doing that many. Okay, so number 6 is the Little Dove Designs Merry Christmas. This is a PDF, so I can't show you a picture, so I'll post the picture here. And this is where I'm at on it. I don't think I've done any more since the last time I've showed it. There it is there. Such a cute design. I was working on my little angels and working my way to the top on that one. So that's number 6. We should start getting into stuff you guys haven't seen if you're new. This is all the stuff I've worked on lately, and it's sitting at the top of the pile. Number 7 is a Stony Creek. It is Let It Snow banner. Another one I love. I love that cabin. That cabin is so cool. Love that. Love that. And I really haven't gotten that far with this. So this is it right here. Let It Snow. Hopefully by next Christmas or next winter, I will get some more of this done. I may actually pull this out if we get a couple of snow days coming up. I will pull that out and work on it. So that's number 7. And this again, and that's worked on a 28 count mushroom Lugana. So, and it's just in the cheap plastic bag. The next one is, I was working on the series from Little House Needleworks, which are these here, which is Home of the Brave, and they all came with their floss. Home of the Brave, Long May She Wave, and Land of the Free. And I was keeping these together because I wanted to stitch all 3 of them. I did finish one this year, which is this one here. And I did my own floss conversion for it because I wanted it more bright and more vibrant in the red, white, and blue. So there it is. And then I haven't started the other 2, but this is still in my WIPs because I have 3 that I need to get done. So it'll stay in my WIPs. This is the bag it's in, and this is done on, I think it's a 32 count helix is what I'm working those on. And this is my project bag, my patriotic project bag. There's the stripes, and of course inside is the stars. My next one is in a bag, and this is one of the original bags that Teresa, Diddly Daddle Designs, made. And I think we did a trade. I traded her for some floss, I think, for this when she first started out. And she put this on here, WIP. It says WIP, noun, a work in progress across it. So, yes, Teresa, I love my bag still. And in this one is my Mirabilia Mermaids of the Deep, which is this here. And I haven't gotten I started this and then I stopped after stitching a little bit on it because I was missing the cry neck to do the next little part on her tail, and I never pulled it back out again. But this is fabric that is hand dyed by Stephanie. It's called Calypso, and that little dinky bit right there is all I got done. So I really need to pull this out and give this some love because it really is such a beautiful design. It is gorgeous. So shame on me for getting just a couple of stitches in something. I hate doing that and not working on it at least a few days. So that's that one. This was a gift from Jennifer Upton. She had gifted me Monarch Butterfly by Mill Hill. Yes, I'm still working on it, Jennifer. I am. I am. In fact, I think I'm going to make this my work projects and take it with me to work because it's just easier because, you know, you're working on perforated paper and you can see the holes better. I don't need my magnifier or anything. But this is where I'm at with it. I've started the beads. I don't know if you guys can see the beads on there. It's got a bunch of beads already. And I'm still working on it. I'm not giving up on it. But love this piece. This is in a bag that is also a patriotic bag that I made. So there it is there. It's got the zipper on the top, the zipper pull. Love that fabric. This is one of my favorite fabrics. I believe it came from Hobby Lobby. So there's one. I'm going to hang off on that for a minute. I'm going to hang off on that for a minute because I want to show some things at the end. I have this here, which is my Mirabilia Miss Christmas Eve. I was focusing on her for several months and trying to get her done. She's so pretty. So I've had this is probably my oldest WIP right now. This is from December of 2017. I think this is my oldest WIP right now. So I need to get on the ball here and get her done. But she is so pretty. She is done on a 32 count opalescent that I hand dyed myself, and it's like a gray. And I'm sure you can't see the opalescent in that, but look how beautiful she is. I was getting to the point I got to finish her hand, and then I was starting to work on the red bows that go along the bottom here. So I hopefully will pull her out again sometime in 2018 and get some more stitches in on her. But I do love her. Karen, who was doing the stitch along with me on Stitch Mania, she said she is almost done with hers. She's got a little bit left and some beading, and she's going to be done with hers because we started at the same time. So she will definitely probably beat me on getting that done because it ain't going to happen. This one here I started this past year, and I don't have the actual pattern because this came out of a magazine. I have digital magazines, so I'm going to show you the pattern real up close like this, and it is Winter Bluster. It's one of Glendon Places, and it was out of one of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas issues. And I started it, and I just am not happy with the way it looks. Now this is a 14 count Twilight Blue Ada, and when I started it, let's see if I can do this right, flip it this way, it's like you could barely see the letters. It says winter. So I have a feeling this is going to be a UFO. I'm going to pull those stitches out and restart this some other time on a different fabric because I'm just not happy with it. So I think I have two that are going to end up being UFOs and me either starting over or just not doing them. So this is another one of my bags. It's got pussycats all over it. I think one of these is going up in my Etsy store the next time I post bags. So I think I have another one of these made. So onward. Next I have, shown this in a long time. This is Waxing Moon's Winter Sampler, and I started this on a piece of 28 count even weave that I dyed myself, and I'm just not feeling the love for this piece right now. It's really wrinkled bad. So I don't know if I will continue stitching on it or I'll give it up or what, but here it is there. I probably will keep it and try to get it finished. I love that tree. Isn't that tree so pretty with the cardinal on the top? So, so cute. So there it is there. I think I just fell out of love with it on this fabric, and that's why I stopped stitching it. And I'm hoping that I just leave it alone for a little while, maybe it will get better and I'll want to stitch it again. Another one of my bags, vinyl front, floral. Love this bag of the floral. So I don't always match up my bags with what's in them. I'd like to do that, but I have a theme going here. If you haven't noticed it yet, you will definitely realize what the theme of my stitching is by the end of this WIP Parade. Okay, so I definitely have apparently an issue with a certain theme. My next one is out of this book, Best of Renato Perelin. I tried to do this as a sal, but it didn't actually work out. People were going to join me and then they fell out, and so I did start it. I want to get it finished. I'm doing this squirrel one right here, and I love that. That is such a cool fall piece. This book is awesome. If you guys haven't seen this, you need to look for this book. beautiful, beautiful designs. And this is being stitched on a piece of 32 count linen that I hand dyed myself, and it's almost like gingerbread. And then the stitches are being done in DMC 498. So I got one little squirrel done. So when I was pulling all this stuff out and I saw that, I'm like, oh, I need to get my squirrel out and get him worked on, because he's so freaking adorable. And it's one color, it's not that difficult. Need to get that done. So that's that one. My next one is another one that's probably going to be a UFO. This is the other one. It is Lizzie Kate's Santa's Got the Goods 08. I love these little Lizzie Kates. This is my second one in this little series that I was working on. And again, I don't think I'm thrilled with this fabric. This is also fabric that I hand dyed myself. It's a 32 count, and all I got done so far was his beard. And I didn't like how the stitches are laying. Just didn't like it. I don't know. I'm okay with the fabric. I just don't, you know, there are times when, I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but your stitches lay different on every fabric. Doesn't matter if it's all linen or all even weave or Aida or whatever you're stitching on. For some reason, certain fabrics with certain flosses just don't lay right. And I didn't like how that white was laying. So that will probably become a UFO, and I'll redo it on something else. Okay, next one, and I haven't shown this in a long while, is Little House Needleworks, and it was the Farmhouse series. So this is one of them here. That's the one I'm supposed to be doing next. And this is the one I did, the first one on, isn't that beautiful? It's on 32 count, I think it's 32, it's 28 or 32 count Nocturne. So, and I have a huge piece of fabric here to get them all done, but that's as far as I got with this. And I really don't think I'm going to do any of the others of these. I have a feeling I'm just going to cut that one out, make it an ornament, and not do any more. I don't know why, but I guess I got burnt out looking at everybody doing it. And I was like, everybody's doing that. I don't want to do it when everybody else is doing it. And since then, it hasn't called to me at all, so I haven't touched it at all. My next one is, that's not one, because I thought I had started that, but I didn't. So I'm going to count that one. Okay, so hang on to that for a second. My next one, another doodly daddle bag, is Map of Hawk Run Hollow. So this here, started that sal with Cheryl McKinney, Tranquil Stitches, and didn't get very far at all with this. I'm sad to say that I haven't gotten farther. I would have liked to have. Flip it around here. I even made a little needle minder of my own to go with it, which is up here, but this is as far as I've gotten with it. I really need to pull this back out because I do love this design. I keep getting distracted with other things, so I have not pulled it out. But it's a really beautiful design. So, and I love my little needle minder. Looks like the hawk. So that's another WIP. Put this back in. And I think I'm doing this on, I think that's doubloon as well, 36 count doubloon. I think I'm doing that 2/2. Most of the time I like to stitch 32 count, or 36 count, sorry, it's 36 count doubloon. I like to do it 2/2 because I like it to have the fuller coverage. My next one is Mirabilia's Lady of the Flag. Another one I should have had done by now, and I haven't been. She's just gorgeous. I love her. I love her. And this is as far as I've gotten right here. So I did work on her some during the summer, but I haven't touched her since. So I really need to pull her back out and get going. I need to come up with some kind of rotation that I'll actually stick to, because the terrible thing is I'll make plans, but I never stick to my plans. My tastes change or my decisions change on what I want to work on, and I end up changing it every single time. I can't stick to what I'm going to say. The next one is Little House Needleworks Early American Series. So there it is there. I'm sorry if you hear that buzzing. It's my dryer telling me to go get it. I'm doing this on, I don't remember what this fabric is. Early Americans. It is 32 count sand. And I did Vanna's border on this. I'm going to start pulling this out and working on it. I think on Wednesdays is going to be my day to work on this, because I really want to focus on getting this done. But here it is. Right now I've got 3 of them done so far. So they're really beautiful. I got the Vanna border going on. So really thrilled with those. And I want to get this done. So that's what I think I'm going to attempt to do. Okay, and I say attempt because, again, I'm telling you, I make plans and then I don't follow through. I need to set like a thing on my phone to go off to remind me, oh no, if you're stitching anything, it's going to be this on Wednesdays. That's what I need to do. And then my next one is my Santa of the Forest. You guys know I started this a couple months ago while I was still in the RV. It's, again, just so beautiful. And if you haven't noticed what my theme is, okay, I seem to be stuck on Christmas and snow, because that's most of my WIPs. Okay, Christmas and snow. I didn't realize it until I started writing them down, what my WIPs are, and I'm like, what in the world am I doing? So, and that's where I've gotten the bear head and some of Santa's beard. And of course, if you're new to me, then you don't know that I restarted this. So I had originally started this on a piece of, I think it was 32 count even weave that I hand dyed myself, this deep gray. It wasn't a dark gray, but it was really beautiful. And when I started doing it, I told you I do 2 over 2. I started doing it, the stitches were so cramped on it. I guess the fabric had shrunk so much from the dyeing process that it just, once I did the bear's head, it was like just dense, and I did not like it. So I had to scramble to find another piece of fabric. I found this piece over at Hobby Lobby because I didn't have anything else that I liked that I wanted to start it on, and this is just a natural 32 count. And started it over again, and I'm quite pleased with the way the stitches are going into the linen. So again, Santa's, and I think this is going to be, again, tentative plans, Santa Sunday. I'm going to try to pull this out every Sunday and work on Santa Sunday for 2020. Okay, so I got 3 more. I held off the last 3 because I belong to Cheryl McKinney's Facebook group. It's called, I don't know, Cross Stitch Journal and Daily 30 Sal, I think, or something like that. If I got it wrong, I'll post it up there. Anyway, she's doing a stitch along, a yearly stitch along for 2020. It's going to be a scavenger hunt. We had to pick 3 WIPs that we wanted to work on exclusively for this Sal. So I'm going to show those. This is my first one. It is the Glendon Place. We Stand for Freedom, and this was a kit, I believe, in 2018. I think it's 2018. Yeah, 2018. It was a kit for Marketplace. So it came with the sulky threads and the fabric and everything else. And this is as far as I've gotten with it. So this is going to be one of my pieces that I'll work on for that scavenger hunt Sal. There's my eagle. I really do love this piece. I really need to get it done. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to knock this out with that Sal to reach all the prompts. So that's the first one that is part of that. My second one is my husband's stocking, which I started this year and want to get finished before next Christmas. And it is the Dimensions Christmas sled stocking. That was his choice, the one he wanted. And this is where I'm at. I haven't worked on this at all lately, so I really need to get this pulled back out. And I did grab a larger needle to work on this because I seemed like I was struggling to pull the fabric. Because you know, if you've ever worked on Dimensions kits, you know that they like to put a lot of threads and do a lot of different things. So you could be doing 3 or 4 or 5 threads of floss and doing tent stitching or half stitches. And it's hard to get it through sometimes. So I did grab a larger needle to try to see if I was going to ease up a little. I finished the border on the top and I started working my way down. And I'm really loving this with this coverage. It's really pretty. I'm using their Ada fabric. I kind of wished I'd switched it to an even weave, but it's okay. I'm still enjoying working on it. I want to get it done so I can get it finished for him, and then in February I'll be starting another stocking because Amy from Amy Love Toads and I, as well as one of our Facebook friends, Crystal, want to do the woodland, I think it's called Woodland Stocking from Stony Creek, and we all wanted to do it, so we're going to start a sale then, so we'll discuss that after the first of the year, see if anybody wants to join us. And then my last one, which is also one of my focuses for Cheryl McKinney's Facebook group, is going to be Crosswing Collection Cedar Wax Wings. I don't know, I have a ton of these books. I have a ton of Crosswing Collection books. I love their patterns. There are so many patterns I want to do. I don't know why I don't work on these more, because I really do love them. Maybe even more than Christmas stuff. So I don't know what's wrong with me. But this is where I'm at with it right now. I started his little tail, cut the branches and the berries, and want to get this done too, because I have like probably 6 or 7 of the crosswing patterns kitted up, ready to go. So I really, and they have a group, so if you love these kind of designs and you didn't know that, there is a Facebook group for almost every different pattern designer. There's one for Crosswing, there's one for Stony Creek, although the Stony Creek one took me months to get into. I had put in for it, but it took a month to approve it. Blackbird Designs has one. Who else? There's tons. Little House Needleworks. So just if you like those if you have a particular designer that you like their designs, Plum Street, just type in your bar up on your Facebook that designer, and then when it pulls everything up, just hit groups and it'll show you all the groups that involve that particular designer, and so that you can join those. I probably have about 30 groups that I belong to on Facebook, and 3/4 of them are cross stitch related. At least 3/4 are cross stitch related. So anyway, I wanted to show my WIPs going into 2020. I'm also I might do a finish parade. I'm not sure if I want to search down all that stuff to show the finishes, but I did do 20 finishes for 2019, so hopefully 21. I'm working on that last one, that Christmas sentiments, trying to get that done, and I think that is it. So I'll send you back to regularly scheduled programming. See you guys. Okay, sorry, I had to go back and look for something real quick, because I remember somebody in a video that I have watched asked about how you keep track of your finishes and stuff, and I wanted to show what I used to do years ago that I think I'm going to go back to. And what it is it's just a photo album of the pictures of my finishes. So I'm going to open it to one of the pages here, and you can see it's pictures of all the things that I finished throughout the years. And what I do is, and I want to flip back to this other page that I just had, is there's a picture in there. It was a hat that I made for my father back in the 90s. And then behind it is the card with all the information. So it tells, you know, on here is the name of the design, the name of the book it came out of, the publisher, the fabric used, the dimensions, the date that it was finished, and who it was made for, or whatever notes that I may have had. So this is how I used to keep them, and I kept it like this so that I had documentation, because you can see the picture here is 1992. So, and I don't know what happened to that hat. I don't know if my mother has it. I'm not sure. But I would keep all of my pictures in this binder. So I'm going to try to stand up so you guys can see all the different things. This is one of my favorites. This is missing. It's MIA, my Mickey with Mother Goose. Isn't that adorable? I did that for my son when he was born. And I don't know what happened to it. I think my ex got rid of it, gave it away when we separated. But it's all different designs in it, and that's how I keep it. So I think I'm going to go back and start printing them out and putting them in this book, and then maybe starting another book, because we all know what computers are like, and things get lost and disappear on the internet and on our computers. So I like to have a solid copy of things that I've done, and every once in a while I like to go back and look at it. It's lots of fun to go back and see all the different things that I have completed. I also use the, fix my necklace now. I also use the cross stitch app to keep track of all my WIPs and all my finishes. If you don't have that app, you should go and get it. It's for Android and for Apple. So, and it looks like, get back to my main screen here. Here's the main screen of it. You guys can see that. And I keep track of all my charts on here, all my works in progress, all my finishes. I have threads in here, although I'm not really good at keeping track of that kind of stuff. Mostly try to do it for all my charts and stuff, so I don't buy duplicates, or I don't think I have something and go by and look before I do something. So I do that, and then I also have a happy planner. So this is my new 2020 happy planner. If you missed it, Joann's was having a huge sale, $12.99 for the 2020 happy planners. So I picked that up, and I have pages that I keep track of different things. These pages are from Shazzy and Stitches, I believe it is. She has a Facebook group, SHAZIEC cross stitch, but she has a Facebook group, and she does, she makes up journal pages and stuff. This is just one of them. This is the WIPs. These are the ones I'm taking into 2020. You'll look, this is all my finishes and my carryovers, so I list them all, and then I highlight them when they are finished, and then whatever's not highlighted gets carried over to the next year. And then I have a monthly stitching plans. I haven't bought the 2020 edition, so I'm just fixing it myself because it doesn't matter, and what my plans are. And then, of course, my daily 30 scavenger hunt for this year, for the year 2020. And then I keep track of other things in here as well. I'll write down what I worked on a particular day on the calendars. I write notes for my flosstube videos, so things I can remember. So I have little pages that go in it. This happens to be what I was going off of when I was doing my finishes. So it's just a page. And I always write everything in erasable pen because I'm horrible and write things wrong all the time, so I have to erase it and I have to fix it. So I really do love the planners. It helps me keep track of everything that I'm doing, and it's all in one place, so it makes it easy. So what are my plans? Well, let's talk about what I've been stitching on since the 1st of January. So I am in Cheryl McKinney's, it's cross stitch journal and daily 30 Sal. I will tell you before I mention any of this is that it is a closed group and she is not taking new members right now. So please don't message her when you see this asking her to get in the group. If a time comes when she decides to open it up again, I certainly will let everybody know to go and ask to get added to the group. But right now, she is not taking new members, and she's asked all of us to make sure that we mention that if we're talking about the group on our Facebook pages. So the SAL is a year-long SAL, is a scavenger hunt SAL. So the object is to get as much stitching as you can. We had to pick 3 projects that we were going to use exclusively for this SAL. And the scavenger hunt part is that you have to find what the item is and take a picture of it with your stitching before you start stitching. So just a fun thing, something new, and there's 50 different items you got to find, and it makes it a little fun to do, and then you're showing how many stitches you've done to get points towards going up in the levels. So these are my projects that I have chosen to work on and have been working on since January 1st. The first one is my husband's sled stocking. It's a dimensions kit. Love this one. It's so cute. So I'm glad we both got patterns that have, or stockings that have cardinals in it. So that's super cool. And this is where I'm at. I've spent a good part of the other day doing all this blue up in here, all the way across, this lighter blue. So that's what I was working on. And so it's coming right along, right in the red band up top. You can see the name, person's name goes in that band up there, so I'll put that in later. And really happy with that, and really want to get this stocking completed because I have another stocking that I need to start in February. So I want to get these done before Christmas this year. I want to say next year, but it's this year. So that's the first one. The second one is, oh, hold on, I forgot to put this back. Got to keep organized or you end up with a mess. The second one is a Glendon Place. This was a 2018 market released and limited edition, Stand for Freedom, and it was a full kit. It came with sulky threads and with, I think it's 28 count bramble was the fabric. So I have been working on this. All the sulky threads. And some of this is cut off, but this is where I'm at. You would have seen this in the WIP Parade. So since you've seen it last, I've gotten all this done, and then this red all the way down here. That's what I've worked on for the scavenger hunt. I really love this design. It's really beautiful, and you can see that the sulky threads, that's a mixed one. It's got reds and purples. It's really pretty. It really gives it, in a distance, it gives it this real neat look in the red, so I really like it. So that's one I've worked on. And then my third one is my Crossed Wing Collection Cedar Wax Wings, which you saw in the WIP Parade. I have not worked on that yet. That's going to be the next one that I'm going to work on because I want to keep them all in a rotation while we're doing this. I am also doing, whoops, I forgot to put something away again. I am also doing Sampler Sunday with Donna over at the Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Facebook group. And I am working on, there we go. I'm working on the Early American series. I'm doing this as a series. So there are 9 charts. I'm currently working on Nathan Hale. He's here somewhere. There he is. So I'm working on Nathan Hale. And I just started this right before the last Sunday in December is when we started. And today's Sunday, so I'll be working on this again. And it is, oops, got thread all over it. So I got the block stitched in. Hold on, there we go. So I got, no, I'm gonna fold it and then I'll open it up. So I got the block stitched in down there, and I started on his roof. And And of course you saw this at the WIP Parade as well, so this is how it looks right now. The border, of course, is Vanna's. So if you're interested in doing this as a single piece like I'm doing, go to the blog, Vanna's blog at the Twisted Stitcher. She does have a pattern that she designed for the border that has the bunting and the stars, which is really cool. So you can pick that up from her. And then one more thing I've been working on. I have a new start. I started this on January 1st. And I've been meaning to do it for a very long time. And I finally said, I got to get this done because I want to give the pattern back to the person it belongs to. So here it is. It is Samsara's Swirly Birds. It is a drum and it is so adorable. And I am doing it on a 32 count fabric that I hand dyed myself, and I picked out my own colors, and this is where I'm at. I've got the main flower done, so there it is there, and I love it. It's so adorable. I love Samsara designs. They are so whimsical. I'm not heavily into whimsical stuff, but this is so cute. So, and the fabric looks washed out here. It is more, it's not that purple, it's more of a, pinky purple. I don't know if I can, yeah, see, it's not, it's different. It's not that purple, but it still looks beautiful on the purple on the screen. So I started that, so I'm going to continue to work on that. It's not a big design. It does come with, and the colors I'm using, it has its own colors, so you can see them here, but I'm using some Gentle Arts colors. So I've got Gentle Arts colors, that's a Gentle Arts. I've got a Color and Cotton, that's one of the Color and Cottons that Nancy from Quilting Stitcher gave me. So Nancy, they're using one of those, love those. And then some other colors there. It comes with the comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with some counting pins, so that's just one of them. They're just so cute. It comes with the wool to do the bottom, the wool to do the top, and then this is the purple fabric that came with it, and that looks blue, but it is purple. And I'm saving that to give back to the owner of the pattern along with the trims and stuff because I'll use different colors. So I'm going to try to get this done this month so I can pass this back to the person it belongs to. So that's what I've been working on since the 1st of January. Sorry about the noise. Let me get this put back away. I made this little, what? Oh, that's little, hold on. See, that's what happens. You end up displacing things. This is Little House Needleworks. Okay. I ended up trying to make something to hold my threads that I don't have to keep winding them. A lot of times I use bobbins. Sometimes I use my over dyes, but sometimes I have the DMC and bobbins. So I made a little pouch, and this got snap closures, and it opens, and it has all my threads for the swirly birds stuck to it. So I don't have to keep putting them back. Oops, the white one came out. Get back on there. So I don't have to keep putting them back on the thread holders and stuff. So I thought that was kind of neat. I may make a bunch of these up to use in my bags to make it a little easier to transition between threads, because it does become annoying if you're switching out threads all the time and you have to put them away and pull them back out and put them away. So that's what I have been stitching on. I did get, sorry about the noise, I did get a few things in the mail this past few days. I got my Silks for You threads, Thread of the Month, Silk of the Month Club. She always sends them in these cute little organza bags. There's the colors, just so pretty, and that's pretty spot on color-wise. They're really cute. These two in the center are slightly, yeah, you can see they're slightly different. Those are a little off color-wise, but this is definitely the colors. So they're really beautiful. Love that. Keep building it up. I'm going to have to suggest to Joe to maybe do some browns, blacks, whites, so that we get a color variation. So that would be cool. So I'm going to ask her about that. And then I picked up this book, Cricut Collections. This is Winter Thoughts. And the reason I picked it up is because of this right here, which is my favorite Christmas movie, which is Scrooge. And I wanted to stitch that up and leave it up all year. So I got that. So that's all I got. I haven't been making any purchases or anything. I tried to cut back. I'm really going to do stitch from stash this year, especially the first part of the year. I'm not making a lot of money right now, and I have tons of stuff. I really have tons of stuff. I need to go back through it, reorganize it again. I know there's multitude of things that I have not put in my app as far as charts and stuff, and I don't want to buy anything that I might already have and not realize it. And it also generates me wanting to stitch what I have already, because I'm seeing things that I forgot I had, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that, oh, I want to do that. So I definitely want to go through my stash again, reorganize it, and it just helps to re-emphasize that I have enough. And I do the same thing with fabrics. I'll go back through them again, see what I have, get them organized by counts, and then see how big the piles are and say, okay, I think I have enough. So my goal is to not use more than $25 a month to purchase just the incidentals. If I need floss for something, if I need something besides my Silk of the Month. That does not include Silk of the Month. That just not automatically comes out. So I'm going to try to keep below 25. There may be months I buy nothing at all, which would be awesome. So we'll see how that works out. And then my plan for January is, I'm going to get back in my planner here. Somebody's being bad in that room. I can hear them being bad, my kitty cats. So I'm going to work on my 3 WIPs that I need to work on for the scavenger hunt. So I'll be doing that. I started Swirly Birds, which I did. Stick to Sampler Sunday. Make sure every Sunday that I'm working on my Early American series, because I want to get that completed. They're really not that difficult to stitch. They're relatively a quick stitch if you stay on them. I can probably finish one block in 2 to 3 Sundays, so I really want to get those done. I have a stocking that I need to start February 1st. That is with Amy Loves Toads, and there are several other people. I'm sorry, I can't remember right now because I can just think of Amy because we talked about this before. And it is another Stony Creek. It's woodland, I think it's called Woodland Animals stocking, and it's going to be for my son, so I need to get that started. And I don't know, I don't have any other plans to start anything new, but Lord only knows what's going to happen when I go through the assortment of my stuff and I start looking at things again. I may want to start things. I definitely want to start some ornaments. I'm going to do May Mania, I'm going to do all ornaments. So I'm going to do 20 ornament starts in May. So I don't want to start any ornaments up until then because I've got to get that all together and organized before May so that I can start stitching those. So, and hopefully I pick some designs that I can get done in a day or a couple days. The little ones like the Cricut collections and stuff, that's 2 and 3 days. 2 and 3 days you can get those done. Same thing with the Prairie School of Santas. They usually don't take that long. They might take 4 days, 5 days, because they're a little more dense. But most of the patterns that I'm going to pick for the Mania are going to come out of just Cross Stitch Magazine. So that's my plan. I have the CDs of all the issues. I'm going to go through the Christmas and the ornament issues, which I already did for the most part. I already know which ones I want to do. I just have to pick out the right ones because I think I have more than 20 on the list. So I want to pick those out and get working on those the 1st of May and have everything kitted up and get it rolling. So that is my plan so far. Of course, you know me, that means my plans may change. And what I say now, what I do tomorrow are two different things, but I'm going to try to be a little more diligent in sticking with what I originally want to do instead of getting sidetracked all the time. So I think that is it. I want to thank the ladies that purchased the project bags off my Etsy store. Thank you so very much. They went so quick, they were gone. I will be posting more bags on my Etsy store. I have some of them ready. I'm trying to get a bunch up so I can post them all. When I do, I'll let you all know. I'll jump in with just a short video to show the bags and let you know that they're up in the store. I hope the ladies that purchased them love their bags and enjoy them. And I appreciate everybody doing that. It's helping me get down my PayPal debt, and also I need to save money for our StitchCon in June. So that's what I'm using this for, is trying to get up some money so I make sure I can make it to StitchCon. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. I will have another video that I will put up that is a short video, and it is about getting freebie patterns of Cricut collection. If you want all those older Cricut collection freebie patterns that they had out years ago, and you want to learn how to get them, make sure you check out my other video that I'll post here later on. It'll be called flosstube special edition Wayback Machine. So make sure that you check that out and see how you can find old freebie patterns that you wish you could find, but you can't. I'll show you how to do that. So I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you all had a great New Year and a Christmas. Oh, I want to do a giveaway. Let's do that. I'm going to do a giveaway because of my birthday. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put you on hold again. I'm going to go get something to give away, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's have a giveaway. I'm going to do several giveaways, but this one's going to be a little different. We're going to do a giveaway for this pattern that I just finished, which is the Stony Creek, got a glare, there we go, Stony Creek Christmas Sentiments. And what we're going to do is we're going to do, for my birthday, I want you to tell me how old you think I turned on December 31st. How old am I? Okay, this is something for fun. I'm not going to get upset. Okay, it's not going to bother me what age you guess. I want you to guess the correct one. So for everybody that guesses, if there's only one person who gets the right response, then I will give you the pattern. If there's more than one, we'll do a random number to pick the person who wins this. But how old am I today? So so think about it. What age did I turn on December 31st? And we'll give this pattern away. Okay, and of course the same rules always apply. Don't mention giveaway. Gotta be over 18. I will ship it to anywhere in the world. Okay, so wherever you're from, it's fine. I will ship that out. And I wish everybody luck on guessing. So it'll be interesting to see what people think. So I'll be interested in that. So other than that, let's do a couple of others. Because I am notorious for purchasing old magazines. I like to purchase old cross-stitch magazines and see what's in them. And I don't like to keep all the magazines because it takes up a lot of space. So I'll tear out whatever I want. And then I used to throw them away because like nobody wants a torn up magazine. But then I started tearing out the other patterns that I thought people might be interested in. And then I will give them away. Now I'm going to mail them folded in a regular legal size envelope, so that I'm not incurring a lot of expenses mailing all these out. But if you're interested in any of the ones that I show, just comment below. Okay, and we'll do, if more than one person's interested, we'll do a random number generator. So we'll start with this one, and this one's so cute. Funky cats. Right, patterns here, and it's got the pattern. And on the back, it's got the So where the color chart's on the bottom here, the pattern's in between, and then on the back it's got a little extra pattern because it's part of it, and it's a sewing one. So there it is there. So if you would like to stitch this, you can type below, I would like to stitch the cats. Give that one away. We'll do this one because I ended up with multiples of this particular one. So I'm going to do this one, and it is Land of the Free with Uncle Sam in USA. It also has, this has multiple patterns in it, so let me look through real quick. It also has this pattern here in it. So if you would like to stitch this, then please, either one of these, if you want to stitch this one or this, because it's all in one, please put in, I would like to stitch Land of the Free. That's 2. I'll do, let me see, this one I'm going to send to somebody. Let's see what else we got here. This one's really pretty, and I have this a couple of times too. This is, right, Let Us Be Thankful. Isn't that pretty? I love this. I had ended up with 2 of these as well, so I kept 1. And it's got the whole pattern here. And I'm gonna make sure that's it. 1, 2 patterns. Yeah, it's got the whole pattern. So if you'd like to have this pattern, let's say I would like to stitch Thankful. So that's 3. And let's do 1 more. Hold on, I got a whole pile here, so I'm just looking to see what I got. Trying to get away from Christmas themed. Oh, I have a sampler. Let's see, let me make sure it's all here. It is, it's all here. Okay, so this is called No Worry Sampler. I think that looks kind of neat too. It's got a beautiful border on it. And it has all the patterns. It's got 3 pages that cover the pattern with the chart, the thing. And this also has 2 Santas, but I don't think I have, no, I don't have the, it's on there, but you're not going to get the chart for it, the color chart for it. But anyway, if you would like to stitch this, if you would like to have this pattern, just put, I would like to stitch the sampler. So that's what we'll do. We'll do those 4 plus my birthday one, which is the Christmas sentiments one. So, and I have a ton more to give away. So we'll do this every video. We'll do 4 every video to give out to people, because free is always great. It's always great to see a pattern you really love and you get it for free. So it's a really good feeling, and it feels good to give them away. So I'm looking forward to getting everyone's responses and seeing what they like to stitch. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, that you like the video, and that you hit the bell so you're notified the next time I upload a video. I don't do it very consistently, unfortunately, so I can't tell you I'll be back in a week or 2 weeks, because every time I do that it doesn't work. So I'm back when I'm back. I'll try to be back in 2 weeks, but I can't promise anything. So everyone have a wonderful new year. I wish everyone health, happiness, and laughter all this year, and I will see you next time. Bye.